Welcome to Seeing with Your Soul, a safe and sacred place to be vulnerable, to be transparent, to be authentic. I am your host, Tisha Michelle. From the deep pain and loss of my best friend Gloria, I realized she gave me the greatest gift ever, remembering my purpose in life, which is to help connect you to your authentic self, guide you to remember your purpose, and remind you that your current circumstance doesn't define who you are. Join me as we heal, align, and glow together. Welcome back to another episode of Seeing with Your Soul. I'm your host, Tisha Michelle. If this is your first time hearing me, welcome, welcome, welcome. And trust that you were guided here for a reason. And for the rest of you, thank you for choosing to spend your precious time with me. It's so appreciated. So much love to each and every one of you guys. So a quick announcement. So what do I have going on? Okay, so first thing, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen this. If not, make sure you go in and follow me at Mindset Slayer. And every Thursday, I will be doing Talk with Tisha Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And it's a vibe. It's a whole vibe. I'm just going to hop on there. We're going to talk about spirituality. We talk about life, forgiveness, healing, your struggles, your battles, whatever. Honestly, whatever it is that's on your heart, like show up there and know that even though we're on IG Live, it's still a safe and sacred space for you to be yourself. And it's lots of love and compassion and a non-judgmental zone. So if you have questions about anything, you can DM them to me ahead of time if you don't feel comfortable posting in front of everyone, and I will read those questions and answer it and not say like who it's from. As well as you can come on there and I'll bring some people on too to actually ask that question so we can kind of have that dialogue going back and forth. So that's every Thursday on IG at Mindset Slayer, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Other announcement, I have my Embrace, Nurture, and Heal Your Inner Child program, which is starting May 24th. You can visit my website, and that's www.healalignedglow.com. And you can just check out, I believe as soon as you click on the little line thingamajigs, you could go there and you'll see the different courses and stuff that I have coming up. And oh my gosh, I have another big announcement, but you know what? I'm going to be one of those people that's not even going to tell you now, but tell you I have a big announcement. Okay, I think that's it for the announcements. Okay, all right. So anyhow, in this present moment, the three things that I am grateful for, right? As I was sitting here thinking, like before I went to record this, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I grateful for? And I was like, I don't even know like what I'm grateful for because there's so many things. But one, I would definitely say in this present moment, I am so thankful once again for the weather that we have out in Arizona. It is getting me through so much. I'm telling you, just the vitamin D, just getting this sun is just helping me so much. Just like my mood, my thoughts. I don't know. It's just a whole vibe, just being able to sit outside and enjoy the nice weather. And it's been in the hundreds and everybody's like freaking out. And, you know, people are like on the East Coast and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I love it though. Like I'm waiting for it to be like 116, but it's dry heat. So, but I love the sun. That's my thing. It's the sun. The second thing that I would say that I am grateful for is great conversations, right? So when I say great conversations, I've just been having some wonderful conversations lately. And it's like I'm for it. We're not talking about the coronavirus and there's no complaining. It's really just talking and expanding about life and visions and goals and things that make us happy. And I've had like 3 or 4 conversations within the last 48 hours that's just been so amazing. And they've like fed my soul and filled me up just to be able to have these just conversations that just flowed so well. So I'm super grateful for great conversations. The third thing that I would say that I'm grateful for right now are my gifts, right? So I truly embrace, embody like my gifts. And every time I am operating from this place where I'm able to use my gifts, it reminds me that I have a purpose. And I have a purpose. And I'm not going to say that I forget sometimes that I have a purpose, but it's really nice when you're operating from that space and you get this feedback and you see how people are shifting and changing. And it's just so like my heart is completely like full. And I'm like, this is my purpose. This is what I'm here for, right? So it's so much better than waking up and just like, oh my gosh, I have to go to work. Oh my gosh, I have to do this. I have to do that. And you start to feel like you're just existing, right? And I've had times where I felt like I was just existing. So when I'm operating from that place, I get to see and just be reminded that I do have a purpose. purpose, just like each and every one of you listening. You have a purpose. And if you're not sure what your purpose is, or you feel like it's lost and you have to find it, it's not lost. You're not finding anything. You just need to remember it. You just need to remember it. And the best way, one of the ways to remember what your purpose is to create some space. Create some space so that you can remember what it is that you're here for. Like that place that you're meant to like operate from. And when I say create space, that means remove some things that no longer serve you. Remove some of them so you can really see and get clear. That was 3, right? Okay, cool. So now, if you're driving, please do not close your eyes. For the rest of you, I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. And now I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Great. So now, my friends, you just grounded yourself. You got centered, brought it back to the present moment. So now I want you guys to think about 3 things in this present moment that you are grateful for. You can say this in your head. You can say it out loud. It doesn't matter. Energy is energy. So what are you grateful for? And maybe dig a little deep. Dig a little deep. Think about what are these things that you're grateful for? Why are you grateful for it? Right? Great. Good stuff. So when we express our gratitude, it allows this flow of abundance. And when I say abundance, that's in everything, health and financial and just love, right? We're putting out to the universe that we're super grateful for these things. And the more things that you're grateful for, the more things that'll be like returned and come to you, right? So this way we can keep that flow of giving and receiving, right? And it changes your mood, it changes your perspective, and you come to this place of like, wow, I'm grateful for X, Y, and Z, right? I'm grateful, to be able to look out the window and have a beautiful view. I'm able to see the birds, I'm able to see the trees, or I'm grateful for this person that's in your life, or whatever the case is, right? But it's just so important to express what we're grateful for. And then when we're taking our deep breaths, breathing breath, that's life, right? That reminds us that we're here, we're alive, we're safe, we're protected. And when we take these deep breaths, we're able to center ourselves and keep ourselves grounded. And that's also creating that space so we're then able to really come from this heart-centered place and recognize that the beauty and the miracles and things that we have in our life, which we are super grateful for. So for those of you that don't know, this month is May, it's my birthday month. Oh my gosh. So I'm getting ready to turn 40, you guys, on May 12th. And I'm going to record a podcast that I've been working on. And I want to let you guys know the 40 things that I've learned in my 40 years. And I will be honest with you, my birthday is on the 12th. And at this time right now, I'm only on number 13. And it's not because I'm having a hard time thinking of what these things are. It's just that I'm going down memory lane and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You might not have a birthday coming up, but honestly, I would suggest each and every one of you guys to do this activity and look at how old you are, write it at the top of the page and put, if you're 30 things I've learned in my 30 years, and really dig deep, and you'll just see, and some of the things you start to remember that what you've learned and how it's helped you is boom, you can actually apply that to your life right now. It's so fascinating. Like I said, I'm only on number 13, but it's beautiful. We'll get there. But anyhow, so this month, which is May, it's also Mental Health Awareness Month. Now, I believe every day is Mental Health Day, right? But we are, for this month and all. I wanted to come on here and do an episode and do a temperature check. So over the weekend, I reached out to a few people that Spirit had on my heart. Literally, Spirit was reach out to this particular person. So I reached out, I sent them a message and they responded back and was like, you have me in tears right now. And proceeded to express some things that was going on and the words that I, when Spirit was talking to me, how it just was helping them, right? So that's just a beautiful thing. So I asked Spirit, is there anyone else that I need to reach out to? So I can't remember how many people that popped in my head. I want to say it was 6 or 7 people. And I just reached out to them and some responded back and I think 2 didn't, but that's okay. I did my job, right? My role was to be the conduit and deliver that message. So when I was sitting there with it, Spirit was like, I need you to do a temperature check also on your podcast. And I was like, well, what I'm talking about, right? So I was like, okay, I'm just going to roll with it. So I want to pop in and see how you guys are doing, right? Let's do a temperature check with you guys. What's going on with you, right? So people talk about mental health and this illness and they point out these different people. But I say, we all have mental health issues or concerns, right? Because so many people have anxiety, right? So I want to know with you guys, what are you doing for self-care for mentally, right? So when we're practicing self-care, it's mentally, it's physically, emotionally, spiritually. Like, what are you doing to like feed those areas and to love all over like yourself? What are you doing? Are you taking time out to just disconnect from the world in order to reconnect with yourself? Right? What are you struggling with right now? Do you have someone that you can talk to? If you don't have someone that you feel like you can't talk to, ask yourself, why is that? Is it because you have trust issues? Like, do you have plenty of people that you can actually talk to, but for you really just have some trust concerns? And is that where that is? And then also let's go a little bit deeper. Why do you have these feelings and these concerns around trust, right? So we can kind of get to the root of this, then we won't have to feel like we have to have everything bottled in, because you don't, right? And if you do feel like that, please don't keep all these emotions and feelings to yourself. You can journal it, right? You can get your phone and you can just go to voice memo and you can just talk it out. Just make sure that you come from this place that you get it out of yourself, right? Because what ends up happening is you keep all these things in, and then one little thing just triggers and sets you off, and you're having a meltdown, a breakdown, an anxiety attack, a panic attack, whatever it is. But that comes from having to hold the weight of the world and on top of your own personal stuff inside, and it's too heavy. And it's kind of like when you take a bag, you get that paper bag and they're packing all that stuff in it, and then you go to pick it up and it all just busts and falls out, and you're like, what the F-U-C-K? That's what we end up doing when we just keep packing and packing and packing and packing things on, that it ends up just busting, and then we just have this breakdown, right? So let's avoid that. Let's release these things. Let's release these thoughts and all this overwhelming stuff. And if you don't have anyone to talk to, journal it out. Get it out of your head and onto paper, so that way you are able to look at it and understand that you are way more powerful than all the things that is building up on top of you. And all you need to do is just release it, right? Release it, release it, release it. So I bought these plants, right? I'm always buying plants and then they just die on me. And I'm like, I'm not an animal person. I'm not a plant person, but I just keep coming back to plants. I'm just loving them. So the other day I made my own sage. I got rosemary and fresh sage, and, I wrapped it and did all that. But I also picked up a couple of little plants. So I pick up these plants, and I have 2 in my kitchen on the counter by the sink, are actually herbs. So I have them right there. And then I have 2 small ones and 1 really big one. And I put 1 in my room and then the other 2 outside on my balcony. Cool. Crazy hot in Arizona. So I go outside, and this is like 2 days ago. I was like, holy shit, I forgot to water the plants. Damn it. So now I'm like, why do I keep doing this? So I go and I take the thing and I fill it up with water and I put it in. I watered all of them, right? Now there's 2 outside, a little small one, and the leaves and everything from the plant is just droop all the way over. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a murderer. I killed this plant. So I take it, I leave it outside on the thing because it's out there, and I just pour all the water in it. Then I go to the big one and I fill that one up, right? So go back inside, whatever. The next morning, I'm like, I gotta go water these plants. And I go outside, and that small one with the droopy leaves over, that was just like, I murdered it. They're all popped up, perky. I'm like, did somebody just switch this plant? And I'm like, holy shit, I brought it back to life, right? So then I started thinking, where are the plants? Where are the plants? So no matter what circumstance you're in, what your situation is, and you feel down and out and depressed and rock bottom, whatever it is that you're feeling when you just feel like it's just done, it's over, it's a wrap, it's never too late. It's never over. You just need to water yourself. And what does that mean? Physically, it might mean you need to drink water, feed your soul, get outside, right? So what I did with that plant was vitamin D was in the sun and water, and it brought it to life. So I want you to think about how you can water yourself. What do you need to water yourself? Maybe it is drinking water. Maybe it is getting outside in the sun. Maybe it is taking a little disconnect to reconnect like within you. But bottom line, don't ever count yourself out, and don't ever feel like you can't blossom again, because you can, because we're plants. We need to water ourselves. So water yourselves, guys. Whatever it is that you are going to, please understand that that does not define who you are. It is your circumstance, but that circumstance is an experience that you had, and it does not define who you are. And I don't care how down and out you are, you can always blossom. Always, 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 always blossom. So I want you to think about it. How can you water yourself? And also, when was the last time that you watered yourself, right? When was the last time that you watered yourself? So it's so important to protect our energy. So important to protect our psyche, because there's so many times where you can just feel like you're going crazy and you don't know what to do and you feel completely stuck. But one thing I can say is we're never stuck. You always have a choice. I don't care what the situation is. You always have a choice. We always have a choice. It's just time to get past that limited thinking and understanding that there's more than one way to do something and there's not one size that fits all. So just know that you don't have to stay in the place that you were in now. Sometimes what we need to do is feel those emotions as we should, whether they're grief, sad, angry, whatever the case is, right? We need to feel them, because with what? With anger comes change. With change comes growth, right? So it's a-okay to be angry. It's a-okay to be sad, right? They're all invitations for you to look at something in your life and reevaluate it and do something different. Do something different. So please, guys, never count yourself out, and also never feel like you're alone. Honestly, send me a message. And this is no bullshit. Like, send me a message on IG. That's just because that's where I hang out now, is on Instagram. So at Mindset Slayer, and just send me a message and just say, hey, can you hold some space for me? Or, just share whatever it is that's going on, and maybe you just need me to hold space, or maybe you just need me to send you some love and light. And that shit is real, guys. Like, if I say I'm holding space for you, or I say that I'm sending you love and light, or I'm sending you healing or strength, best believe I am tuning into your energy, and I'm sending you energy, just as if you booked a session with me and I've tuned into your energy to then give you the things that spirit is giving. I'm doing the exact same thing. So this is like no bullshit. It is real. We can send energy to people, and that might be that thing that you need. So please don't ever hesitate to send me a message, and I'll hold space for you guys and send you some high vibes and some good juju. And if you are going through something and you want to talk, and not only just talk, you want to kind of get to the bottom into what the root of it is, book a session with me. You can just go to healalignedglow.com and click on sessions and book a session. I'll tune into your energy and we'll get to the bottom of what it is. And most of the time you already know what it is. You just end up getting that validation. And your spirit guides know exactly what it is that you need. So don't ever hesitate. Book a session. I did actually extend my $30 30-minute quarantine special. So you can go to my website. And I actually don't do 30-minute sessions, because we dive deep and I do hour sessions. However, in the midst of everything that's going on, I did open it up to do 30-minute sessions, and I just did it as a special. This way, no matter what it is that's going on in your, I'm sorry, it's not even $30. It's $35. Yeah, it's $35. My bad. So I wanted to put that up there just to be able to help as many people that are guided to me and that need it, and they don't have to worry about money being an issue, and we can just get to the nitty gritty in those 30 minutes and kind of just like vibe out and stuff. So I'm not keeping you guys long on this one. This is just a temperature check. I wanted to check in with you guys. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, so please check on it. You can do this whenever. We can do it whenever that you feel called to, but make sure that you're checking on your friends, checking on your family. It's not, you may have your own thing that's going on, and I'm not saying that you are responsible for other people, but if someone pops up in your mind, trust that there's for a reason. Send them a quick message. If you text just to say, hey, just checking in on you, love and light your way, or whatever the case, whatever you feel called to. But also, guys, make sure that you're checking in with yourself. Please check in with yourself and say, how am I feeling right now? Right? This is where you go back to listening to your body. When you do a quick check-in, scan your body. You can go and sit and you can take your deep breaths, right? And just check in with your body and ask, say, how am I feeling? Where am I holding something at? Are you feeling really tense in your shoulders? Okay, so what burdens are you holding on to? Are they your burdens, or do they belong to someone else? Get rid of them shits. They don't belong to you, get rid of it, right? So your stomach, do you feel really heavy in your stomach? What's going on in there? What are you having a hard time digesting? That's what our stomach is. When our stomach is upset and we're bloated up, what are you having a hard time digesting? Think about it. What's going on? Break it down. Just like if you were to chew your food, right? Break those things down, so that way you're able to digest and really come from that place of understanding and what's going on with you, and where you make some changes. What's been triggering you lately? So instead of avoiding that thing, look at it as these triggers are beautiful, because they're invitations for me to look at this particular area and acknowledge it, give it some love, transmute it, send it back out to the universe, right? So triggers are beautiful. Let's not run and avoid our triggers. Use them as an invitation to look at where it is that you need to make some changes. So please, guys, check in with yourself. If you need me, I am here, send me a message. If you want to actually go deeper with it, you can just book a session and we can just vibe out. But so I promise you guys, I am sending you all love and light and healing and strength and just good ass, dope ass, high vibes. So thank you guys so much for just like tuning in again. Like I've said this plenty of times. Your time is so precious and you could spend it like listening to anything. And the fact that you guys are like here, like I just want you to know that I am so grateful for each and every one of you guys. Don't forget Thursdays, Talk with Tisha Thursdays on IG at Mindset Slayer. Please show up with your questions and all your good stuff. Until next time. Bye guys. Thanks for tuning in to #certified. If anything resonated with you, I would love to continue the conversation. You can follow me on Instagram at @itistisha. And if you want to be a part of the #certified tribe, you can join my Facebook group by going to the search tab and putting in #certified. My website is conversationswithtisha.com. As always, have a great one on purpose. Love you.